Hello, everyone. This is Mitch, or as I'm known on this YouTube page, 87 Rabbits. And it's been a while since I've put out a video, and today's going to be something a little bit different. I am in a weekly game that I Dungeon Master, TTRPG, tabletop role playing game, for the Pathfinder 2nd Edition uh, game. And we are playing through a adventure path, the Extinction Curse adventure path. We are on Book 2, Legacy of the Lost God, and I wanted to put together some of the highlights of our weekly game and share them here on YouTube. So this is just going to be highlights of the game, things that I felt were uniquely interesting. So this is not going to be the full 3 to 4 hour long sessions that we end up playing each week. This is just the highlights, what I think are the most entertaining parts, and I'm going to put those up here on YouTube. This first one, we're just going to introduce the characters and kind of the basic background of what's going on in the story right now, and I hope you enjoy it. Before we get started in the game, since this should be recording now, how about you guys just give like a quick introduction of your characters, just name, ancestry, class, and any background information you want to provide.
I am playing Pugsley. He is a Shuni elemental sorcerer, or Fae. I'm sorry, Shuni Fae sorcerer. For those of you who are not super familiar with Pathfinder 2nd Edition, they're dog people. They're like pug people. They all work for the same circus, and he is the goodest boy. His whole shtick is he wants to help the party as much as he can.
Hi, I play George. He's a human fightery type sailor, ex-sailor now, does some behind-the-scenes work at the circus, has the body of Fat Thor, and basically took up a failed life adventure temporarily because he heard about ships that could sail in the air, and has tried to find if it was true or not. Didn't work out for him, and he's retired to the life of a carny, essentially.
My name is Chris. I play Sikard Ravenshadow, a sensate gnome, who is an Enigma bard, although he's picked up every other basic bard background as well. Who is as a sensate gnome, he also has a gnomish obsession with the circus. He wanted to learn everything there ever was to know about a circus. He stumbled upon this particular circus in the middle of a murder mystery, and since he's also a detective, this intrigued him, and he's been with them ever since, and helping them with his bardic song of, I am going to make you hit barely, and do a little bit more damage, and I'm not going to do much myself, but I will help you that way.
Don't knock the bardic performance, man. It's working.
Yeah, that's the goblin's job.
I'm Kenneth. I'm playing Trick Knife Biter. I'm a fanged goblin, whatever the hell that ancestry is called. I am the party's resident clown, and I'm a swashbuckler.
And he's modeled after Jared Leto's Joker.
Apparently.
Or is Jared Leto's Joker modeled after him?
I mean, they're both goblins.
All right. So with that, let's get into the game. Who remembers what happened last time?
We almost died.
We
super got our asses kicked.
we decided to investigate some unusual wolf activity around the edges of our new circus camp. While we were clearing the area out, people were noticing lots and lots of wolves, kind of checking the place out, which is a bit weird. And we thought that was kind of weird. We didn't really pay it any much mind until someone almost got eaten. And then we're like, we got to deal with this. So we trekked out into the woods and we killed us some wolves and ran right into a ridiculous greater Barghast. And
which we learned is a ass kicker.
he very much corrected our assumption that we were adventurers. We were beginning to think that we were adventurers, and he reminded us we are carnies.
Yeah, well, and I've picked up a few crafting feats along the way, so I was in the middle of crafting my actual magical weapon for all this. So we were facing a opponent that basically can only be hurt by magical stuff, with most of our damage mitigated at that point.
Yeah, you were basically pretending to be Captain America that whole fight, and it wasn't working out.
Well, that whole fight
Not
lasted
anymore, I
like
don't
one
have
round
to
because that fight lasted like basically one round of actual combat because our main fighter got double crit within a second and dropped like a sack of potatoes.
So we got a few rounds in.
He was basically a crit machine gun, and we decided that we are definitely not going to be hanging around in this cave anymore. We just took off.
Quick, clever Pugsley, with his ghost sound spell, was able to trick the creature and distract it, and allowed you guys time to escape.
Yeah, but we're healed up and regrouped. We were going to run out and get a couple quick supplies and basically prepare.
Yeah.
Because we think that it's going to come. It's going to, once it comes to its senses slightly, because it was kind of maddened by something relating to a rival circus we were a part of. We think it's going to come looking for trouble. If it comes out of its cave and through the woods, it'll blunder right into our circus grounds.
Indeed. We were under the assumption that since it said, "I'm not going back to the circus," when we told it we were circus folk, that it had escaped from Mistress Dusklight's celestial menagerie, which is not the nicest place. So Pugsley took a little gamble on that and mimicked her voice to distract it while we ran away like the epic heroes we are. But you can't really run away from a boss fight. That thing's going to come back to bite us sooner or later, so we're going to have to prepare.
You guys have kind of made a plan. Some of you were going to go into town. George was going to immediately pick back up on his crafting.
I believe we were going to try and convince the guard to help us, because the Barghast is a threat to the entire town.
Yep, that we were going to ask the guard, and we were also shopping for specific things that he asked me to look for.
I sent Sakat out looking specifically for a great pick and oil of potency.
Oh, this is going to be so embarrassing. Oh, please, Mr. Town Guard with the spear, unnamed NPC 45315, help us with the Barghast. He's going to be like, isn't that your job? Aren't you guys like adventurers or something?
Why would you think that we're adventurers? We're a circus folk. We were hired to like do we paying to be a circus.
Well, just gonna start juggling balls and just really double down on the carny.
Because we wander from town to town, murdering things, that we're adventurers. We're just carnies.
We have not murdered anything in this town. All we've done is
this is our legal representative.
No.
Nothing has been murdered.
No, all we've done in this
slaughtered.
All we've done in this town is eliminated predators, wolves. That's it. We've not harmed any sentient creature.
We have stolen far more than we have murdered.
Oh, much
if you guys have stolen in
shame.
If you guys have stolen in this town, I have not been made aware of it.
We haven't done anything in this town.
You heard him. We haven't stolen anything in this town.
Right now, we've not stolen anything right now.
Pugsley's holding.
Crimes have been committed inside this town.
Who else going to town?
I'm obviously
Pugsley
going to town.
And Sakat are definitely going into town.
All right. What's Trick going to be doing?
I was going to go poison my knife. And I don't know. I don't have much of a plan after that.
Okay, everyone, that is all for this first episode. Got the characters introduced, and Pugsley, Scott are heading off to town. George crafting. Trick ended up going and doing some trap making to put some sort of rope barriers up that would deter any large creatures like the Barghast from coming into camp. And we will see what happens in the next one. So, see you then. Thank you for watching.